Hello everybody. It's a brisk, cloudless day in New Jersey. It's getting to be really cold out. Like, I feel bad. I sent Lila to school in a windbreaker today, so I think it's time. That we get the puffers out. I'm not one for the cold. We went to Taylar State Park. It's a beautiful park in New Jersey. It's like got history to it. It's really pretty. There's like an old village vibe. And it's just like left me sad that the nice weather is leaving, because of course as it's getting cold out, I'm like, let's be adventurous, let's go and do things. And now like we're not going to be able to do that soon. So trying to take advantage of the warmer days as it gets to be like winter in New Jersey, which can sometimes be absolutely freezing. But other years it's mild. Like last year, I don't even think we really got snow in central Jersey. So I'm hoping for another year like that for sure. Definitely praying for that. But yeah, like, I don't know, lately, I think especially after taking the kids out on my own and having like this beautiful day with them, I started to reflect a lot after that. And I've been like feeling stagnant. I feel like I've been in a place of stagnancy, but like inwardly and emotionally, so much is going on. And I just feel like when nothing huge is happening in our lives, like a lot of change personally, I think that it provides such a great opportunity for reflecting. And even looking back 6 months, and we may feel like nothing's happening, but when we look back, it's like, oh wow, like a lot has changed in the last 6 months. Like, can I just chill and appreciate the moment of quiet and take in the lessons and learn more about how I can grow myself from what I've experienced? And I think that right now, like, especially looking at 2024 approaching, it's such a great time to just continue to look back in order to take a few steps in maybe a different direction going forward, somewhere that your heart is calling you to or your mind is calling you to. And one of the ways I've really loved to do that in the past is get a special journal. And I love like a guided journal that's beautiful. And so like I can make it as special and magical as possible. And I have literally the perfect diary for you if you're into making your writing meaningful and make it feel like, you know, a beautiful ritual. Annie Tarasova is a big-hearted, gorgeous soul who lives in Australia, and she creates beautiful art. And she has a variety of things. She makes calendars and planners and journals and I think even tarot cards. And what my favorite item of hers so far has been her diary. And it's called The Year of Growth. And it's gorgeous. This year's edition has all of the major astrological events in it. It has the new moon and full moon and what that means and the zodiac signs that it's taking place in. It has a calendar for every month and then an individual place for every day that you can write in and journal in. And it really is a big focus on gratitude. And it's just so beautiful. And so I just purchased mine. I think there may be a sale still going on for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. I don't know if it will last longer than that, so definitely check it out if you're interested. I'll leave that link down below, but it's just such a beautiful, spiritual, gorgeous book. And one of the things that I love is having a book dedicated to my growth to then look back on and take in all of the amazing things that I've been through and have learned. And it just helps in these stagnant moments, especially because it's like, no, girl, this is not stagnant. You've just come out of a whirlwind of a life change, and now you're able to catch a breath. It's like the transition after hours of labor. Like sometimes there's this time where everything kind of just stops. The contractions stop. The pain stops. Even the pleasure stops. It's just a moment of peace. And it's your body recuperating and getting ready to push. It's getting ready to push your baby out, which is this whole new experience, this whole new chapter. And it's like rest, to recuperate in order to have the energy to take on all of that's to come. And that's exactly how I'm feeling right now. It's such a beautiful time for reflection. And so if you're feeling stagnant, I definitely suggest writing some of the biggest lessons you've taken in this year. And even if you can't think of lessons, write down those big events that were hurtful, that were painful, that made you feel uncomfortable. And even just looking at all of those, you'll be like, dang, like I did that. I went through all of that. And now I can come out on the other side and integrate what I've learned and how it's strengthened me. And that's what I'll be working on over the next couple weeks as I get ready to write in my new 2024 Year of Growth planner. Well, it's not a planner, it's a diary, but I use it as both. So I'll definitely leave that below. But yeah, it's just like, this time it's so slow, but I feel like at the same time it's so energizing. And I think one of the things that I took with me after going to Taylar State Park with my kids on my own was this feeling of being energized and inspired. And it's like sometimes we get ready to do like uncomfortable things. Like we go out for a day on a run with 2 kids, for example. And it's just like, I don't know what this day is going to entail. I've never done it before. But when you get home and you can lay in bed and rest your eyes, it feels so good because we did something that we have never done before as the 3 of us. Like I felt so empowered after that day because I'm like, I got this. Like I can do things that I've never done before. And that push to go out came from so many days of being scared to do that, or just feeling like maybe I needed somebody else in order to help me. And so I wouldn't ever do the experience like on my own. I would need my sister to come, which obviously my sister is always down to come. I think she was just busy that day. And I kind of just like didn't invite anyone. I kind of just did it. But it was after those weeks of like feeling stagnant where this idea was born, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to go and do this for myself. And afterwards, I felt like a new mom. And so those stagnant moments are teaching us something. There's always something there to reflect on, to learn on, and to allow, getting ready for the push. It allows us to sit and get ready for the push where we're like catapulted into a new part of ourselves. And whoopsies, sorry there. I'm on my way into work right now, so on the road. But yeah, so there's always something to learn here. And I think that's really just what I wanted to share today, because it is feeling a little bit stagnant. And I think it's also like a time where we could either reflect and take everything in a positive way, and it's also a time where it's like, ooh, what do I want to do better? But the key is to not allow ourselves to overthink where we have been, what we haven't done, quote unquote, the right way. It's a time to, I think, be accepting and honest with ourselves and all that we want to create going forward. And sometimes it's those 5 steps back only to move 5 steps forward, but maybe those 5 steps forward are going into a new direction. Maybe it's not backwards down the same path, or forwards rather down the same path. Maybe we're like shifting a little bit and taking like the dirt road instead of the gravel road. I don't know, something different. So there's no reason to worry or think that stagnant time is a waste. It's a time to breathe and get ready for the next big push. Yeah, that's all, guys. Thank you so much for listening. And let me know down below, are you feeling like this is also a time of slowness, reflection? What are you feeling right now? I encourage you to journal on it. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you hopefully on my new channel, which I will leave down below as well. I'm really excited to get started on it. So yeah, I will see you over there and here. Bye-bye.